Hi everyone, this is Mr. Fusion Designs and welcome to our channel. Today we are doing a build from Hachette. It is the Batmobile Tumbler Pack 18. We are still working on our tumbler. So this is issue 89. Let's just put that to the side. And let's see what we need to do in this pack. And okay, so we're just attaching and some switches needs to be in place. So that looks okay. Okay, a little bit more to do today, so let's get going. These are the parts in issue 89. Quite a bit I could see here. So that's plastic. Nothing else there. So AFM screws, AMM screws, WM screws, and what's that one? AM screws, goodness me. And what's in here? Okay. And a motor cover, which is metal. So let's get on with this. So we need this part from our previous issue and also this. All we have to do, you have some pins here that go into the top section on both of them. Let's just line this up carefully. And it's okay. Now we need AM screws. So I have it ready. Perhaps put a bit of oil first. Okay, let's just get that in now. Perfect. So that's both of them now screwed in place. And I believe that's how it should be. It's bending quite well, so yep. Let's get on to get some switches now. So we need to retrieve some switches now, and those are 26, 28, and 29. So let's see. So 26 is here. Let's just carefully get this away. So, oops, 26, that's just there. So unplug that. And 28, I did see it somewhere. It's here, and I could see 29 as well. So let's just get these two. And this is 28. And I think, yep. And this is 29. So slowly we are removing things from our wiring. So let's get these fitted. We need this part again. So let's see if I could get maybe a close-up. Might help. So here, with this pointing down, we need switch 28. Oh, sorry, 26. Excuse me, 26. And in this direction, you could see where the hole goes, and this pin just there. So in that direction, we need to put WM screws. So let's just get this one in place first. Let's take our time. And that's going in. Don't make it too tight. Just enough until it bites, and make sure that's springing. Because you get that too tight, it doesn't spring. So I think that's okay. Now we need 28. Where are we? There we go. Now that's 28. And that will go in this direction. So like that. Just in here. Let's get this slotted in. And let's see. The pin's a bit sticking in the way. Let's try slowly do this. Maybe that side. Nope. I'm sure we get there soon. That's this pin, I believe. That's just holding it up. There we go. So make sure, see, you can see that was a bit sticking there. But I think we're okay. It's moving. So another WM screw. Just here. Make sure you don't over tighten that. Let's see if that was a bit stiff. I think that's okay. And let's get this cable just to the side here. Okay. And then 29. Just there. We need this to go. Let me remember how this goes now. I believe in, yep. So this direction. So let's just get that in. This one's a bit fiddly. Let's just try to get our cables. There we go, I think. Yep. And another WM. Just there. Let's just get that screwed in. Make sure that that's springing. That's fine. Yep. This one. Yep. Yep. And this cable, I believe, needs to be going into... It's a bit dodgy, isn't it? Like that. I think it needs to come down this direction. So now we need to get one more switch. So let me move this out the way. Now we need 27 switch, which is just there, luckily. So let's just remove that switch. Put this to the side again. Making sure I don't bend any wires. And with this part, let me just get a close-up again. So this part. We need to, you can see there's the pin. This needs to be bent up. So bend that up, just like that. And this will slot just in here. Get up. Cable just in the position. So just like that. And we need another WM screw. So let's carefully get this in place. Let's make sure our cables are not trapped. Maybe bend that up a bit too. And I think we're okay. This needs to go just around here. Then we'll be good. Just be very gentle. Then we'll be okay. So there's a bit of oil on there. You could see spilled some, or maybe you can't see it. So I need to clean that up after. This switch is a bit more fiddly. And WM screw going in. There we go. So that's getting screwed in place. Just carefully until you feel it tight enough. And yeah, that's springing okay. Make sure it's tight enough. Yep. So perfect. So we need to do something with the next part. So let's bring back our piece we just made. We need to slide this on. So in this direction and with this like that. This just slides on. So you can see it sliding. So that's fine. But now we need to get another part. I try to leave this close up as possible. So this part, and we need to get, you can see this pin here needs to get to that limit switch as close as possible. So just like that. Oh, it's touching it, so I'm going to have mine just about touching. So that's in place. And now we need to get this part that we was working on and lay this on top. You can see two places where it needs to be screwed in place. My finger's in the way. So the other one's just there. So let's try see if we can line this up. This part has to slot in the teeth on the cog. So let's just slide that. A bit fiddly. And I think let's try get one in first. I think we're there. Okay. Don't see no wires trapped. I think we're good. Don't move my finger. Should have loaded my screwdriver first. So that's with a AMM screw. And I did snap something. Or did I? No, that was scary. Let's just reposition this. I need to bring something to... Yeah. We will bring something. I think I have my mat somewhere to screw these parts in because that's a bit dangerous. So let's just get this first one in. Okay, that's okay. And that's okay. So that's moving fine. It's in position. That's okay. Let's make sure nothing's broke. Are we okay? Yep, that's fine. That was scary. So you can see that's engaged now. So let's move on to our next part. We need to get motor 34. Let's see 34 just here. And let's just carefully unwind. Okay, so 34. There we go. We need to get this in place. So let's get our motor a bit closer. So you can see there is a cutout just there. And with the wire facing downwards, just bend this slightly so we could get that all the way through. So feed your cable through. And we need to get where our cable is going to go. facing that way. Just taking my time not to break any wires. And I think we're okay, nearly. Yep, I think we're good. So, like that. Now we need to get this attached. I said I was going to bring a cushion. I will bring it after. Let's just fit this in first. So, with this slider, bring it right to the bottom. And with the cable facing towards this side, because this will engage now. So bring this to the bottom. I think it just needs to, there's the limit switch there, so just rest it towards the limit switch. And let's just try get this, there we go. And that's not moving anymore. That's quite amazing how they built that. And we need a AFM screw. So when screwing this, just be careful. Let's get one in first. Make sure these are tight. Nearly. Is this plastic? Yep. So that's fine. And with that, I really did enjoy that. That's everything screwed in place. And that is the end of this issue. So let's move on to the next one. So this is issue 90. That last issue was quite enjoyable. I really did like that. Went well, to my knowledge. So this is our magazine. That's a great picture. So what are we doing? Rack, support and engine cover. Okay, well. Okay. So we're putting these two parts together. Definitely need a cover. Well, cushion. Okay. That goes there. And that's the way it should look. Okay. We're getting there. So let's move on to this one. These are our parts in issue 90. Goodness me. I packed this one up a bit and a lot of screws I could see. Let's just tip it out. Nothing else. That's plastic, plastic, plastic. YM, CM. I think that's probably the spring. EP and AP. Let's take a look at this. This is a rack. Nothing else. So I believe we're going to be working on, let me see, not this part. So I'll be back with you in a minute. So in this direction, let's just get close up like that. On here, my magazine just dropped a bit. It's just in front of me so I could take a look what I'm doing. And let's just balance that. Okay. So like this, we need to put some screws. So that's AP screws and that's going into plastic. So let's get this screwed in place. Get this first one lined up. That's it. That's how that should look. So let's bring our map over. So we have our ailerons and this part. So this needs to just slot on here. Just taking a look, which it did. That looks great. And we need to attach that with CM screws. So let's try hold both of these like that. Really, I didn't need the cushion, but I thought I'd bring it just in case. So one here. So this is our last one being screwed in place. And that's one here, one here. Don't forget the middle. One there and one here. So that's 5 screws all together. I'm going to give that a bit of a clean. That's why I was telling you that I think I'm going to put some gloves on. I'm going to leave this mat down, but I'm going to give this a bit of a clean first. Okay. Now we need this part. So with this facing up, this will attach to these 3 positions. So just like that. And we need CM screws. So I think let's try to get this middle one first in. Great. So that's secured. Let's make sure it's not wobbly. Now we need to get a motor, and that is 32. Let's just try find 32. I see 32. It's just here. So 32. Slowly we get in there. So now we need to put 32. Okay, now we have motor 32. And you can see the direction. Again, it has this little groove, this little indent that you can see. On that side it doesn't have it, and then that side. So with this indent, this will just go into this position, I believe. Let's just make sure. That's a bit tight. There you go. You just slide it. And now we need to get our cover on. And that's this cover. Perfect. And that is EP screws. So let's just screw this in place. Done. So that looks okay. Let's just make sure. I think that's okay. I might just lift this slightly here. I might put a bit of tape there. Yeah, let's put a bit of tape there. But that's not going to lift up now. So let's see what else we need to do. So that's all attached. And I'm quite happy with that. I don't believe there's any damage to the other side. We're okay. So let's move cushion and part. Now we have this part that came in this package, and so we have this part, and with the part that looks like a number 6, we have the spring. Let's put that through just like that. So I did put a touch of resin just there. You can see that's not falling out now, and it makes it a little bit easier to get this in. So just like that. And a YM screw. Let's just get a bit of oil on there. Get this carefully screwed in. Make sure that's tight as possible. And that's it. That was a little bit fiddly. Let's see if this is working. I'm scared it's gonna pop out. It is. There we go. I didn't really want to move it too much. But yeah, that's working fine. Perfect. And yep, that's good. I think that's a good idea to put a bit of resin on that, just to hold it in place, because that makes it a bit loose. So with that, that is the end of this issue. So let's move on to the next one. So this is issue 91. I'm not even going to attempt that. Let's cut that open with a scissor. That's quite heavy. Let's just push this here for now. And let's see. That's cool again. Most of these pictures are very good. So interior upper panel. Okay. So we have some kind of lever there. Few switches to be installed. So hopefully not too much in this one. So this is parts from 91. Quite a big part here. BM screws and something in there. Again, that's quite a good box. So let's take a look. Let's see what I mean. There are some more CM screws. And that's the roof panel. So let's get it fixed. So I find this will be a lot easier. Perhaps here. So you can see with the point facing down, but feed this through this hole, just like that. I can't see if there's a difference if you put it that way or that way. I think it's the exact same thing. And then in this hole, right there, let's feed that through and make sure that's in its place. I think it is. Now we need CM screws. Let's get them in place. So that's screwed in and that's moving like it should. There we go. So we need to get some switches. And we need 37 and 36, which they are here. So this is 36 and that's 37. So that's both of them. I could see just one more switch and one more motor. So we're nearly there. So we need to get 36 in here. So let's just get close up. So with the switch, let's just get this correct. I want to get this in the same direction the picture is going, so we don't get that confused. So in this direction, this will go just here. So that needs to go like that. And we need VM screws. So let's get the first screw just here. Perfect. Now we need to get 37 and get that also in this direction. Let's just slot that in. There we go. So like that. And one more VM screw. Just there. Let's see if that's springing back. That's a bit stiff. That's fine. Perfect. So we need to tidy up some of these cables. So just here, let's bring a cable around, and this needs to just go in this direction. Just making sure. Just there. So let's get a bit of tape. That's stuck down, and I'm happy with that. That looks good. Make sure it's in place, and that is the end of this issue. So let's move on to the next one. This is issue 92. So let's just open this up, put this over here, take a look at our magazine, and see what's coming in this issue. So, the moving plate and motor cover. So we just adding to the part we just assembled, and I think that's our last motor going in. There we go. So let's get on with that. This is 92, the parts, and I think they are plastic CM screws and AIM screws. Nothing else there. Let's see what else is in here. So we have the motor cover and this part. So let's get this fitted. Now we need this part, and with this part we have to flip it over, and this lever needs to go into this slot, and make sure that it's in its place, this as well. So I think we're okay, and there we go. Needs a bit of manipulating, and we need AIM screws. So let's just get one in place. We need one here. I'm not sure how tight that needs to go. It moves, so I think that's okay. A little bit tight, but I don't think you need a wobble on that. So now we need to move on to our next part. We need to retrieve motor 35, and I could only see one motor, so it should be this one, and that is 35. So all our motors have been used up now, and we have one switch and a few other LEDs, and this switch and these. So we get in there. Our parts are slowly getting installed. Now we need to put our motor in place. What we need to do, let's get this close up. We need to push this down, so as far as it goes, just like that. And now with the motor, I believe all of these with that indent there, you can see the other side doesn't have it. That needs to face up. I'm just fixing the cable for the wire. So let's just engage that. That's now engaged. And this is our motor cover. So we need to get this cable. Which way would this go? This way. So let's just bend it slightly towards that side. Hopefully that should be okay. Make sure it's not gonna trap a screw or anything there. And there we go. With that, we need CM screws. So let's get this one in the back on, making sure that that's not caught any cables, which it hasn't. So that's one, and that's screwed in place. Excellent. So what we need to do is feed this cable just through here, and we're gonna get some tape. So just cut off some and do the same like we did the other. And just trying to see, hopefully it doesn't matter the length. What we should really do is go across. It's me being a bit weird. So that's now stuck down. And that's all of them now in place. And that brings us to the end of this issue. So let's move on to our next one. This is issue 93. So that's the parts. Try to get the magazine out. And let's take a look at this. What do we need to do? Okay. Yes. Sorry, I'm looking. Oh. Okay. Wow. There's quite a bit to do. So let's get on with that. This is the box with the parts from 93. So nothing else in there. We have this with CM's screws and AIM screws. Let's see what else is here. And these. Nothing else. So we need to get these now on. So with this, so not like that. Like that. We need to get this facing like that. And there is a L just here. This is the right one. So this just goes, I believe like that, but on that side and one this side. So like that. So the right one on this side. So this is the right one and this is the left one. So just like that. It just pushes on, but it can fall out. So hopefully this will stay in place. We need to get the part we was working on. So this is the part. You have to turn it over. That makes sense. I got confused there. So one just here. And we have to get this lever. So let's just push this. Well, you can't really. In the middle. Just here. But we need to get these first on. So like that. And sorry, I'm a bit quiet. There we go. And we need to get AIM screws. So just in here. So we need it there. I believe that's screwed in place. It will be able to move. So as tight as possible. There's a bit of a wobble. I can't really help that. So now let's move on to the next part. So we need to get now these parts, which are 21 and 22. So we need to disconnect them. So 21 and 22. Let's get our cables out the way. Put this here. Now we have these two parts. And we need to locate 21. So this is 21. And I think everything is okay there. Yep. So 21 will go on the left side. Feed this cable through. And just plug that in. There we go. And that's the way that is fitted. We need to do the same on this side. So this is the right side. Feed the cable. This is 22. And if the, I believe, yep, the light, this one's a bit, there we go. This one's a bit loose. Let's push it as much as possible. That's fine now. It did open up a bit. So that's how that's installed. I think I'm gonna just leave these here because I think we need to put everything together soon. So let's just leave that there just for now. So we need this part and we're going to attach it. I need my mat down. Let's just get this carefully here. Get these parts on there and one here. Let's move that across. A little bit nervous. So I believe we need the left side first. Which is, I got confused. So the left one will go on this side. And this is the right side. Let's just take our time with this. So get this cable out the way. And these locations, so one here, one there, and one there, will fit onto the left one here, here, and here. So just like this. So I believe this will be going just here. It's going to need a bit of adjustments. So let's get our screws ready, and those are CM screws. Let's try get at least one screw in, and then we'll try get the following. So this is one, hopefully. Yep. So that's one. Make sure these are tight. This rear one. Yep. think that's in place. That's there. That's there. And still everything is intact. So I'm gonna try get the other side. I think you understand what I need to do. Same thing, right side. Needs to go here. Get these 2 pins in here. And where was me? This needs to go in here also. Let me turn it. So I'm gonna get on with that and I'll be back with you. So I did get that one in. Wasn't that easy at all. Just need to screw this last one in. I believe it's going in fine. So all 3 of them has been screwed in. That wasn't easy. And we need to now put some more parts on. Let's get this cable somehow like that. And where are we? I think, does this go here? I guess we can. We could do that. And probably one more here. So just here. So that's in place. Not going anywhere. Now with this part, we need to be facing like that. And this hopefully should slot just over here. Go like that. And that's okay there. I hope that's engaged. Let's just see. Seems to be. Okay. So we're going to put CM screws. We need 4. Get these 2 first in place. I did put a bit of oil. Let's just turn this over slightly. We need to access now these 2. So that's this one. Now that wasn't easy, I have to say, but we still not ready. So we need to do some cable tidying. Just put some tape over that. That way, maybe can do a bit more after. Not sure how that's okay. I think it is. I don't like how that is. Oh, I didn't see. This one's fine, but these are not. So we need to loosen that. And bring them just through this channel. I think that's much better now. Now screw that down. There we go. Yep, that's okay. Let's just carefully turn this over, hoping everything's still there. That's okay. That's okay. I think we're good. And I have to say, through that effort, which is well worth it, that looks absolutely amazing. It's massive. I think this is the biggest model I have ever done. Look at that. Wow. It's took my breath away. So, that's the end of this issue. So, let's get on with the last one. My goodness. This is issue 94. And it is our last issue. Let's just take a look at our magazine. I still can't get over that issue 93 was a bit of a challenge. So this is the turntable. Oh goodness. I believe. Wow, we are testing it. Oh, that's good, actually. Because I'm a bit iffy if it will work or not. Okay, great. So let's get on with that. This is the parts in 94. And nothing else in here. So we have this part. So we need to get the next part for that, which was, goodness me, right from the start. So let me just find that. Okay, so all we have to do is put that just like that. You don't screw that even down. Let's see, push it. Okay, whatever. Somehow like that, that's what it does. So, not too bad. That's what it is. So, let's get on with some... I think we have to do some testing. So, let's get this beast back. I have connected the wires up to our board. So, we need to connect... Let's just see... 22, 21, what's this, 32, 25, 26, 27. So we need to connect these cables up to all of our board. We have our batteries just there. These lights, hopefully they will turn on. I'm gonna just put everything on the picture. So let's just see, keep that hopefully there. Okay, stay. So what we need to do, first thing first, we need to turn the switch on. There. Okay, that's a good sign. And now it says in the magazine to press spotlight, and you can see both of them turned on. That looks really good. Wow, that's nice. Wow. Now I'm scared. Let's see what the ailerons will do. And we need to press spoiler. Okay, first press, I think it just engages. Second press. Ah, yes, it worked. Again. Not too bad. I think that side works better than that side, but I've seen a lot of people had the same issue, and I made them as loose as possible. So can't really do much about that. But yeah, that's really good. Happy with that. Wow. So that's a success. Good test. Okay. And with that, we have completed this issue. It was a difficult issue. Not too bad, enjoyable, especially with the end result. And yeah, so I'm going to say thank you for watching, and if you could do us a massive favor, if you could hit that subscribe button and thumbs up, that would help our channel a lot. Look forward to seeing you soon, and goodbye for now. Before I go, I forgot about this part. So sorry. So that will connect somehow here. I'm not sure how it's going to work, but that looks great. So with that, I would like to say thank you again and see you soon.